Hi, Mr. Christensen. My question is, what's the biggest challenge that you're facing as a candidate since you're going to be on this November ballot?
The biggest challenge I'm facing is that a lot of people don't want to talk about the race. So when you go to read a newspaper, just do a quick Google search when we're done. Go Google Lance Christensen for Superintendent of Public Instruction. And what you'll find is very few newspapers actually wrote about the race. In fact, there were some newspapers that didn't write about the race at all, like the Sacramento Bee or the Fresno Bee or the Mercury News. There was a lot of places that could have written about it, but didn't. I did an interview with the Los Angeles Times, the LA Times, back in April. And every major newspaper will do what they call an endorsement. They'll interview all the candidates and they'll say, hey, this is the one we like best and we think would do the best job. Well, the Los Angeles Times interviewed me for that and never wrote the article. In fact, they didn't write the article until last week on Father's Day, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, when they published what they call a non-editorial editorial or a non-endorsement editorial. And basically they said that Tony Thurmond was really terrible at his job. That's the incumbent, the guy who's still in office right now that I'm running against, but that he probably will get elected. And if he's elected, he really needs to pay attention to parents. That's frustrating because that's been my whole mantra. In fact, my political slogan or pitch is I simply say, I want to add parents back into the education equation. I want to make sure that parents' voices are heard. And right now, there aren't any newspapers that really feel like he's done his job. Even the San Francisco Chronicle, who endorsed him, they endorsed him kind of with what they call a caveat. They basically said, he's done a really terrible job, but we don't like Lance Christensen for one reason. He's really qualified, but he wants school choice. And for us, that's a non-starter. So it's frustrating when you're trying to have a way to reach out to the voters. Last time around during the primary, we tried to have some debates or forums so people could see the different candidates, and nobody would host a debate with us. So if Ivy Max wanted to host a debate, I'd be more than happy to come and show up and do a forum like that for the whole state. If that were the case, I'd do it in person, and I'd be happy to answer any question that anybody asked me.